Hello again, and welcome back to another illegally cited Twitch stream. This is Jesse here, and I am back for. We're going to take a look at the Guerrilla Collective live stream that's coming up here in about 10-15 minutes.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining up. We are, going to take a look at some game announcements. This is a kind of a new thing. The Guerrilla Collective has been doing it for, I think, a couple of years. I'm trying to remember when they started, but a lot of indie games and stuff, which is where I think a lot of the innovation is. I've been playing a lot of smaller stuff lately, so kind of curious just to see what they announce. Yesterday on the channel, I did release a kind of a not just E3, but like a June 2021 preview, because we got tons of stuff coming up here. We got WWDC next week. We got E3. We've got a Microsoft event. We've got God only knows what else. But the summer of gaming kind of mixed in with E3. So I did find a schedule that seems to be pretty updated. So I'm not going to be covering all of these things live, but let me crank on magnifier here. I'll just give you guys a more detailed overview of what we do have coming up. So Guerrilla Collective, we got that today. We'll definitely be checking that out. Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 6. Probably not going to be covering that live. I'll check in and see what it's all about. I love the idea of Battlefield, but I've just never...
Shine Greymon, I have you seen Evan Sky Twet?
Evan Sky? I'm not sure. The name, it sounds familiar. But yeah, Battlefield 5 or Battlefield, I'm not good at those types of games, especially like the team-based military stuff. Summer Game Fest. I would love to be able to cover this. And I probably will watch it. Maybe I'll do a stream of it where I watch kind of the archive kind of blindly. But I'm not going to be able to do it live because I'm going to also be attending the XR Access Symposium that day. Very much looking forward to that. See if we get any news on some XR accessibility, and that is way too long to stream. You can register for free, so if you want to attend yourself, you can sign up at xraccess.org. There'll be a thing on there for registering for the symposium. I think the registration might be open. It might have closed by now, so I'm not sure. But I want to check that out. Now, here's a one I forgot all about, and I don't even know what the heck it's going to be. But on the 11th, we might just check this one out just for the sheer surprise of everything. Netflix Geeked Week. Remember there was an announcement about a week or two ago, probably about a week ago, where Netflix is apparently wanting to get more into the gaming space. I don't know what that means. Like there was that one, I watched it too, it was kind of neat. There was that series where you had the branching paths and kind of like your interactive movie. I can't remember what the thing was called. But it was kind of neat. I don't know if they're going to go in that direction more, or if they're going to do an actual partner and try to be, everyone says like Stadia, or this is the Netflix of gaming, or this is the Netflix of whatever. I don't know
Shine Greymon, they're the ones who did the guys are making the game Crimson Eclipse.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't know too much about it. I don't even know if it's coming out really soon, but yeah, like the Netflix, that's just I'm genuinely curious to see what they might want to try to do. This Koch thing, probably won't be checking that out live. That's another thing on the 11th. I'm not even sure what that's going to be, but IGN Expo. This is also on June 11th at 3 p.m. Central Time, which is where I am. We might check that out because you're going to have a lot of game announcements there too. So if I can peel myself away from Ratchet and Clank long enough that day, because that's when that's going to be out, we might have to check out that IGN Expo. So we might be covering that one. And then on the 12th and 13th, this is where we have a lot of our events. We got our Ubisoft Forward. That is going to be at 2 p.m. My time. So that'll be cool. We'll definitely want to check that out. That's a major event. We got another Guerrilla Collective Showcase on the 12th. That is at noon my time. So, oh boy. Ubisoft. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to see how I don't know how long these are going to be, but okay, we have Xbox and Bethesda Showcase on the 13th, and that's going to be at noon my time. Definitely want to check that out because I'm very interested in both Microsoft and Bethesda. So we're definitely going to be checking that out. Square Enix, not quite sure. That's on the 13th too, but that's going to be about 2:15 my time. So we'll probably want to check that out. They might have some stuff there. Like, I know everyone thinks of like Final Fantasy and stuff like that, but they have other things like the Tomb Raider stuff. Eidos, I think like Hitman is under them too, if I remember correctly. PC Gaming Show, this I'm hoping to check out too. That is on the 13th. No time listed yet. Interesting. I thought they would have a time by now. And then we jump all the way to the 15th. Nintendo, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. my time, Central Time. Definitely want to react to that because I really want to know what Nintendo's going to do. I wonder if they're going to have a new Switch. I wonder if we're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 information. I wonder if we're finally going to get Metroid Prime 4 info. Maybe Metroid Prime Trilogy sort of, maybe if they're not ready for 4 yet, maybe you'll get a kind of a collection or something. I'd love to see more with the Zelda anniversary. I'd love to see more with Metroid. There's some rumors about a 2D Metroid, which I would love. I would love to see an F-Zero. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover this one, at least live, on the 16th. I didn't even know this was a thing until I found this yesterday. Steam Next Fest. That is on June 16th at noon. If it's not super long, I could maybe cover it on my lunch break, but I'm trying to remember. Tuesday. I think I have... Or no, that's Wednesday, I think. What? Yeah, 15th is Tuesday, I think. So, not sure if I'm going to be able to cover that. And then we got EA Play in July. So there's a few things, and then we've still got other stuff that's going to be coming or whatever throughout the summer. Sony might do something at some point here. But that's kind of a look. So we've probably got at least about 4 to 6, half a dozen events that seem really worth interesting. Xbox, PC Gaming Show.
Greymon. New Smash DLC character reveal probably.
Yeah, probably. I think they said this is going to be their final season, so I don't know how many characters are left in that season. I like the idea of Smash, but it's so hard to see when it zooms out so far. I played the original. I played the GameCube one. And then I played a little bit of the Wii one just because of the Conquest mode, the single player story, just to see what that was going to be like. And like I said, I like the idea in theory, like having all kinds of Nintendo characters bashing the crap out of each other. Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. That sounds kind of cool. But, oh, hi. Okay, so we just switched over to Twitch. Let me know if that's a little loud. I don't know what the mixing is like. I can adjust that, but... We do have some stuff here, so we're not quite live yet. We've got just some background stuff. Let me know if the levels are halfway decent for you. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because all the delays from COVID last year, and I don't know. I mean, there's going to be stuff that's going to be coming out this year. There's going to be stuff, obviously, they announced God of War is delayed. People are having fits about that. I mean, come on, people, grow up. It's like, I'd rather have a good game and not have it rushed. I mean, as long as Cyberpunk was in development, look what happened to that last year. I was hyped for that game, and I haven't even played it probably since December, early January. I'm kind of waiting until I get a new rig, because then the video card will be able to handle it better. Hopefully it'll be running off of an SSD instead of a regular drive. But no, I mean, I'm all for, yeah, it sucks when games get delayed, but it's not as if we don't have a lot to play. Good God. The pile of shame that is just increasing.
Shine Raymond, yes, the sound is good.
Okay, great. Sound is good. Thank you. But and there's more coming out all the time. Just this week, I probably grabbed 2 or 3 different games that are in early access right now. A couple of retro shooters, and one that I was playing last night that I'm kind of really liking. It's got a pretty good Quake 2 vibe, I would say. Kind of reminds me, your enemies remind me of the Strogg in quite a bit. So probably do a recording of that here at some point in the future. Another early access video for the channel. But yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff out to play, so it's not like we're starving for games. I mean, even though there's a lot of free content, a lot of indie games, I mean, there's stuff coming out constantly. It's impossible to keep up. So I genuinely have no idea what to expect from the Guerrilla Collective. Like I said, usually they'll have some trailers, they'll have some brief interviews with some of the developers, and it's generally, from what I remember, it's more of like an indie focus, so you're probably not going to see too many like giant AAA titles, but that's fine. Like I said, I honestly, the last several years now, I've really been playing a lot more of the smaller stuff, because there's just, it's more colorful, it's more creative, there's just really unique ideas. Everything doesn't have to go through 18 committees and be approved by corporate, and it's just, you can kind of make something really unique. I mean, hell, I've been playing while I've been reading audiobooks and listening to podcasts the last week and a half. I've been playing this crazy little game called Power Wash Simulator in off and on, and it's this first person, like, you're walking around these environments. You've got vehicles, you've got like houses, you've got buildings or whatever, and you got all this crazy pressure washer equipment, and you just blast the hell out of stuff and make it clean, and just spray water everywhere. It's actually kind of relaxing. I'm kind of digging it, so we got to do an early access video for that. I might even stream it at some point just for the hell of it. So yeah, I mean, it's just, your average traditional AAA developer would never greenlight a Power Wash Simulator game. Like, yeah, people are going to want that. Actually, we do. I got pretty hooked on House Flipper last year.
What is poppin', everybody?
Here we go.
Welcome to the Guerrilla Collective 2.
Okay.
I am your host,
it is only the
Brewer,
second year?
co-founder of The Mix, the Media Indie Exchange.
How do
indie
I
team
make
in
this
Terabang
full screen?
Entertainment. I am with my co-host, Alex Wilmer. What is poppin', Alex? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very
hang
much
on
for
a
having
minute.
me, Justin.
I gotta
It is
figure out
very
how
exciting
to-
to be back for the Guerrilla Collective 2.
I don't want to mute
As you
it.
said.
I'm super happy to be back. I'm happy to be in the studio.
Maybe
Where we
it's...
at?
Yeah. This is our studio here
Huh.
in Berkeley. We're on our Foley stage.
Maybe
and
it's not the
very-
official
very
stream
nice
yet,
to
so
have
I
you here.
can't?
Thank you for coming.
Yes, of course. And as I said, this is our second annual. That was like a nice little grip.
There
as
we
I
go.
Said, this is our second annual Guerrilla Collective event, which was initially started as a global coalition of leading game studios, publishers, and industry leaders coming together to help bring new announcements, gameplay trailers, and reveals from studios of all sizes direct to enthusiasts worldwide. And the tradition continues this year with 2 showcases where we are having during this showcase season.
Okay.
Check out our schedule right here for this week's event and next.
Yep, I saw we had the
There it
one for
is.
next week.
Today we will start with a wide range of games and then connect with our friends in Japan for some Bit Summit picks and end the day with our Black Voices in Gaming post show. Before we
I don't
get
know how
started,
long this is
we
going
have
to be.
give a huge
I hope
shout
it's
out
not
to
like
our
an
sponsors,
all day thing, because we'll have to cut it off
PlayStation,
at some
Xbox,
point.
Kickstarter, Razer, Astro Gaming, our fellow devs and publishers, 2 awesome studios.
I just assumed it would
Games,
maybe be like a
All In
couple
Games,
hours
Good
tops, but
Shepherd, Humble Games, Goblin Studio, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Raw Fury, Tiny Build, Thunderful, and of course Whitethorn Games.
That was a mouthful.
It was a lot, and there was a lot of really good pauses in there too.
And we've also teamed up with Valve to
Ooh.
showcase the games on Steam.
That's always good.
In order to support the devs. So be sure to check out the Guerrilla Collective event page on Steam, where you can learn more about these games.
I will just have
the
to do
games
that
you can buy
later.
right now, and some of the games coming up in the future you can wish list now. So check out the event page.
I will do
Guerrilla
that
Collective
later today, more
on
than
Steam.
likely.
Yeah, make sure to do that. Shout out to Valve, to Steam for working with us, and also all of our other platform partners as well. Shout out to our broadcasting partners for supporting the showcase and the developers on the stream.
And it
We couldn't do
is
it
okay. It is
without
10:02,
Twitch,
so
Steam,
we should
IGN,
officially be
and
kicking
of
off here
course,
pretty soon.
GameSpot.
with the
They
first
have helped
announcement.
to host this stream, and it is super amazing. Enough of all that, though. Let's
Exactly.
get started
Let's do
with
it.
our first set of games with a few brand new exclusives, catching up with the adorable creatures in the world of Eternal Cylinder, and checking out an update for a beloved Metroidvania, as well as some up-and-coming slick indie games. Without further ado, let's go.
I heard Metroidvania, and I like Metroidvanias. And I apologize if I'm not able to tell you the names of stuff, because sometimes the titles go by so quickly that... Oh wow, this is like a 2D thing, but it's super realistic. You have... Oh, this is interesting. What is this? It's almost like it's 2D kind of, but it's 3D. It's almost like a diorama type of thing. Okay, 07. Got a whole bunch of computery stuff going on here. Got some monitor, some staticky monitors and such. Almost looks like a tutorial area of here's a new ability that you're gonna learn. There's some text on the... Oh, okay. Slashing some big old monster. Okay. Huh. Well, whatever this is, it looks kind of neat. It seems like it's a fixed camera. Like I said, it's kind of almost like a perspective of... Oh, what was that? Oh man, it was that Metroidvania that was on Xbox Live Arcade many years ago. I played it. I liked it. Oh, that's gonna bug me. What was that called? It's on Steam too, I think. Yeah, 2D hack and slash. You're kind of going through. Now we're going through an inside place, just melee fighting some dudes. I'm trying to figure out if it's like you're just on lanes or if you have full 3D movement front and back like a brawler. Got some rolls going on, slashing dudes. I would probably play this. Looks pretty sweet. Some kind of a finisher move there. Showing off some different environments. Kind of got a like an anime look to it. World premiere. So I wish I knew what that was. I like the sort of Nintendo Direct style that everyone is copying recently, where, ooh, I'm getting some Castlevania vibes from this. What the hell is this? Oh, this is Castlevania as hell, man. Definitely got the anime vibe going. Oh, this... Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, this is the Bloodstained. Because I haven't played Bloodstained, the sequel of the 8-bit version. I'm really close to finishing the big game. I wonder if they're... Okay, it's just kind of like an accolades, sort of like... Yeah, Bloodstained. I think they're actually going to be working on a sequel for the main game too. Okay. Stadia exclusive. Okay. I mean, the technology for Stadia does work.
In the Eternal Cylinder, players will have to explore a vibrant alien world teeming with strange life.
This game looks
Survival
neat.
is a constant challenge, as different natural biomes each bring their own unique obstacles to overcome. For example, the extreme heat of this desert environment will quickly make your health dwindle.
Ew.
Luckily, the Trebhum are resourceful creatures with the unique ability to spontaneously evolve, if you feed them right. However, environmental conditions are only one of the many dangers you will face, as the world is filled with dangerous creatures, some natural, some not. The strangest of these creatures have the ability to remove your mutations, threatening your ability to survive in multiple ways.
It kind of looks
Learning
like...
all the surprising ways to interact with the creatures of this world is key to survival.
There's a
as they are
game
an
that not many
essential
people
source
know of
vital
called
resources.
Cubivore.
To find a way of surviving the unstoppable threat of the Eternal Cylinder, you will have to keep exploring, keep discovering. After all, there's an important trait that humans and Trebhum have in common: curiosity.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious about that. There was this kind of... It was a GameCube game that was originally going to be an N64. It got pushed back, and I played it, and some of the mechanics and like the evolutions and stuff kind of reminds me of that.
Diversity with cunning, dexterity.
What the heck is this?
Pack miniguns.
Ooh. Okay. A lot of kind of cel-shaded or kind of flat-shaded. It's like an overhead, almost like a twin-stick shooter. Okay, dodging some lasers. I like how it seems like the action is zoomed in a little bit, so you're not watching a tiny character. I like how zoomed in it is. Yeah, I'm not able to read the text quickly enough. Like, I can see it, but it's just, it goes so fast. Trifox?
There's nothing common about this spot.
Huh. I would check that out.
Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Piqueras, a 23-year-old solo developer from Spain, and Axolotl is my first game. You play as a hungry axolotl with an AK, shooting his way through madness. People often ask me how I came up with the idea, and the truth is quite silly. I was joking with friends, and suddenly I said, imagine an axolotl with an AK-47? Wait. And that's pretty much how it came to life. My only goal with the game is for people to have fun, to have a good time. Nowadays, more than ever. So thank you so much for having me here and for showcasing my game. Take care and bye-bye.
Okay, so yeah, I wasn't quite, I'm not quite sure how to say that. He said it, but I didn't quite understand what he said there, but kind of like a hand-drawn look to it almost. Okay. Here's what it is. Okay, yeah, this is definitely like a twin-stick shooter looking kind of a thing. Kind of a different one here. This is not one the guy was working on. Really cartoony art style. This one is zoomed out quite a bit. It almost looks like almost something that the Behemoth would make. You know, Castle Crashers, Battle Block Theater. Kind of a similar art style to that. Okay. This one, it looks interesting, but it might be a little, I could see things getting a little chaotic. And I could see losing track of where my character is. Yeah, it really kind of reminds me of something like the Behemoth would make. And that's not a bad thing. Okay. Alright, what is this? Side scrolling, got some lady running around. I don't like the gibberish text or gibberish dialogue. I wish it was voice acted, but I like how clear the text is. If that's how big the text is in the game, this wouldn't be too bad. Ooh. This is like a Metroidvania looking thing. I like how the camera's zoomed in decent amount, so everything is fairly big. You know, detailed but simple backgrounds, not a lot of distraction. This looks good. Holy crap. That is, okay, we got some boss thing going on here. Yeah, action-y, Metroidvania, a lot of platforming, a lot of slashing. Oh yeah, I got a ginormous boss there. Okay, this looks alright. How the hell do you say that? K-U-H Kuhi? Coming, I didn't get to read it all.
I don't know about you, Alex, but I'm looking forward to not getting steamrolled by a giant cylinder.
That looks good,
but
though.
I am looking forward to whipping some more creatures' asses in Bloodstain. Make sure to follow and support the devs, as well as pre-order and wishlist them on Steam or wherever they may be available.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go through this later.
Up next, we're taking a ride with some fast-paced action titles. Then we're switching it up for some darker, more moody vibes.
All right.
As well as showing some love to a couple of games from the Black Voices in Gaming Freshman Class 2021. Let's start with a kick-ass trailer and hop into some more games.
True.
Okay. Action is good. I like action. Ooh, that font is a little stylish, and yeah, the stylized font, I find it a little harder to read. Okay, another kind of isometric, kind of got the isometric Diablo-esque side, but it seems like a, I don't know if it's a dual stick shooter, slasher. Definitely more gritty looking than the last ones we've been looking at. Yep, explode. Okay. Ooh, being chased by what in God's name is that thing? Okay, I don't know how to say that.
Far up in the skies, you can see the towers of madness.
Okay, what is this one?
We must open the third gate to give access to the moon once more. We do this unwillingly, but we must.
Okay, another side scroller. A lot busier backgrounds, so some of the areas might be a little harder to see, but maybe, I'm not sure, maybe like, I don't know if it's straight up left to right platformer or if it's more of a Metroidvania, but Source of Madness, okay.
Hi, my name is David. I'm the co-founder and 3D artist at Bleak Mill.
Ooh.
And we are developing Industria, a mystery first-person shooter in which a woman searches for her work colleague in a parallel dimension.
I like first-person shooters.
The game is a lot inspired by Half-Life 2, Bioshock, and the works of David Lynch.
Okay, you're speaking
in this
my language.
Video, we want to give you an exclusive insight into what we are working on right now.
A lot of brown. There's a lot of gray and brown though in this so far. Gotta get a little more color there, buddy.
The first thing to show is the new enemy type we call the Hound. They feature a pack behavior.
Looks cool,
means
though.
they have a leader, and the other in the pack just follow that leader. They are quick, agile, and harm the player a lot with their saw blades.
Dude. This looks cool. I would totally play this.
The second thing we want to show you is the optic, which you can see right now.
Industria. I hope he gives a release date. Because this looks interesting.
The optic is a long-range enemy that pins down the player with a machine gun.
Yeah, distant enemies I could see, depending on how much damage you take, you know.
We also want to show you new environments, such as this abandoned apartment building in the city of Hockenheim.
Okay. Yeah, everything has kind of got this...
Thousands of people lived in the city, which is now abandoned and filled with robots that want to kill the player.
Everything has got this kind of really muted, dreary
Throughout the game, the player will slowly find out why the robots are here,
okay, we got
where
a
they come
flashlight,
from, and what they have to do with the past of the player character.
And I like how wide the beam is. Some games do a really bad job and have like this narrow beam effect. I like the way this flashlight looks, especially as low vision. I like the giant crosshair in the middle there, so if I don't want to aim down the sights, I can kind of just run and gun. I like that crosshair. This is, yeah.
If you want to support us, feel free to wishlist Industria on Steam and or follow us on our social medias like
Q3
Twitter and
2021.
Instagram. Thank you.
Yes, please. I am absolutely going to wishlist that. That looks really good.
Look at me. Look at this place. This place is definitely not what it used to be. It's like a snake, shedding its skin over and over again.
Third person action.
You have to learn it all over again. Feel it.
A lot of pre-rendered stuff so far.
I feel you getting closer to the heart of evil. Soon you may reach a point of no return. Trust your time.
Okay.
What is time, Igor? You can never change what's already occurred, because every change creates its own space-time continuum. We can be together, Igor.
Oh, this is
but
first
you have
person.
to learn the truth if you truly want to find me. Now you must do whatever is necessary.
Okay.
After that, it won't matter anymore.
It's a neat art style, but I can
Change
see...
the past, Igor. See where it leads you.
I could see some of that being a little hard. I don't know how to say that. That's a doozy of a thing. It looks neat, but I could see with the art style some of it being a little harder to like miss enemies and stuff. Got a third-person hack and slash going on here. This looks all right. There's a lot of games in here I genuinely would like to play so far. Yeah, we're just like slashing tons and tons of dudes. This one looks pretty good. Digging the music too. Oh yeah, big old boss meter there up on top. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Huh.
I'm in a two-story motel in El Paso,
All the text
Texas.
goes by so fast,
46
and it's
stories.
stylized, so some of it's so hard to...
It's extremely haunted. And Max is at the bottom.
Oh, this looks neat.
Dracula.
What is this?
Lord of the Vampires. She's waiting for me.
This looks cool. It's like a Max Payne vibe I'm getting from this. Oh, hell yeah. Kind of a really minimalist, sort of really glowy art style. Oh yeah, I'm getting a so Max Payne vibe out of this. Looks kind of badass, to be honest.
Would you believe that this is a love story?
Ah! Okay. Okay. Elsewhere.
Olá, eu
Okay.
sou Will Fernandes, game designer
Huh.
e diretor criativo de Aderente.
That was
De
a
Lovecraft até
really,
Castlevania
like,
Symphony of the Night,
a thing right out of
Aderente é uma
Max
mistura de
Payne.
minhas experiências. O gameplay conta com elementos clássicos,
end,
mas
that
também
looked
incluímos
cool.
um toque moderno ao jogo.
Okay, we got another 2D. I mean, things are so fast, I can hardly tell you. Oh, this almost looks like Dead Cells. Oh, man. This looks cool, too. Yeah, hack and slash, man. Yeah, this is definitely like a Metroidvania, I think. Sometimes it's hard to tell if there's going to be just like a Metroidvania or if it'll be like a roguelite or roguelike kind of a thing. Okay, Elden. Dang it. God, it went so fast. Like, really just Elden or something. I do apologize. I wish I could tell you what all these games were. I try. But when they zip through things so fast. That's where audio description, even as low vision, would be kind of handy. Ooh, first person shooter, but it looks almost obstacle. Oh god. This looks more of like a... They're shooting... actually, it looks more of like a first-person traversal type of game, which I suck at these. They're neat. I love watching people play them who are good at them. But, yeah. Okay, now we're on. I said we're on to something else already. They're so fast.
Path of a spirit guide is the only one.
Oh, is this like a sizzle reel? It looks like.
To the grid. Just tell me what I gotta do.
There's like third person, first person, pixel stuff. There's just, I mean, literally things are just going so fast.
Go and save Gora.
Some neat looking stuff here, though. There's a lot of things that I would like to learn more about. Yeah, this is just a sizzle reel of just tons and tons of stuff. Oh, okay, that's the black
What is
collection
popping? I am here with Ariel Knight, Neil Jones.
Wow.
Who just released his game. What's up, man? What's up, dude? He just released his game, Never Yield. And, you know, it's been blazing up these streets, especially as far as, like, you've got mad press and everything. But we're here to talk about Black Voice in Gaming, freshman class, and really how that came together, because it's been a real magical experience. So can you kind of talk about that and like what it is?
Yeah, so Black Voices in Gaming freshman class was an idea where we kind of reach out to the upcoming games made by black talent in the game development space, in the game industry. When I first kind of thought of it, I really wanted it to be kind of like just something to highlight all of these games that were coming out relatively soon, and show that like all of these creators in this space, we're all in it together and we support each other, rather than it being some kind of competition and, you know, only highlighting one or two people.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Each other, because there's room enough for everybody. So, and then when, you know, we talked about the idea, like you definitely just like took it and ran with it and put the whole thing together, and reaching out to everybody with you was like really amazing. Everything went really smoothly. So
yeah,
if you
there's
haven't
so
checked out
many
the
games
list,
in that sizzle
yet,
reel.
You know,
some
I don't know
looked
if
really
it's posted,
neat.
if it's posted in the comments or anything like that, but just look up Black Voices in Gaming freshman class. It should pop up, and all of those amazing games are there.
Yeah, you can also check it out on blackvoiceandgaming.com. That kind of like really jump started that website too. We had it kind of cooking up since the last Guerrilla Collective, but really wasn't able to really put it into full effect until we did launch the freshman class. And I can say it was amazing. Like Neil had, like, I think we were just eye to eye, you know what I mean? Just thinking about this stuff, because the freshman class really came from the Double XL, which I'm a huge hip hop head, and I used to I couldn't wait and to see that cover, and to see who was on it. I mean, until like maybe it got crazy with like a bunch of like mumble rap stuff that I didn't even know about, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not really into hip hop myself.
Yeah, man,
but,
it was
rap,
really exciting.
But, hey, you know,
especially
games still look
like,
cool.
We started off with a lot smaller of a group of, you know, games, just like people we kind of knew of, you know, closely, that was a part of the Guerrilla Collective, or that you featured, or who I just kind of knew personally. And then like you kind of reached out to more people and like really packed the list up more with games that I didn't even know that was coming out. So yeah, man, it was really cool. And like you know, it just came up with me and you just randomly talking, you know, how we just hop on and start talking about stocks and video games and stuff like that.
yeah, it's really cool to have that community. Like I don't know, it's just flourishing. Like I could just, Neil's been, you know, hooking me up with contacts of people I should connect with to
definitely want to look
you know,
up the
get
thing on
press,
Steam,
or
though.
you know, for potential
Guerrilla
business
Collective
deals
stuff.
and you know, vice versa.
Looks like I'll be adding a lot to
and
my
we
wish
met,
list.
like a year ago, actually, like on on stream was the first time that we talked. So like kind of to throw it back to this was kind of dope.
Chat here real quick just to see
Yeah,
if
man.
anybody
Like,
is.
and I think like the more like black people in this game industry, because we're so
got
spread
stuff
out.
going here.
Like there's a lot of us, but you know, we're all over the place and we don't really know each other in that way. So like the more of community we have, and the more of us, the more we can support each other and help each other. Because my whole thing, the whole reason behind this was just to be like, hey, look at all these other games that we're often on a list together for Black History Month, but we never even talked to each other. My first time really talking to Nelson, who worked on.
Yeah, it's good to get a lot of diversity in gaming. Get
when we were putting this together,
more women in gaming.
So it was really just cool meeting everybody.
More
and
Black
seeing how chill
developers,
everybody was,
people with
'cause,
disabilities.
Once we pitched these creators the idea, they sent us the concept for what character they wanted to be a part of the poster, and they just kind of let us do our thing.
Yes, it's super cool to see the different art styles and the different types of games that we're making. They're not all the same, and I think that sometimes we get pigeonholed into making a certain type of game. So to see Onsen Master, where you're you're managing a natural spring, bathhouse, that's what, who would have thought that someone would make that, let alone a Black game developer. And I'm making a freaking Jay and Silent Bob game, so no one knows that I'm I'm Black, or my team is is extremely diverse. James is he's also gay, and he's a Black man in Georgia, and he's our art director. We got Evan Washington, who's going to be on the stream, and he worked at Sony, and he's also a producer on our team. But we're making a Jay and Silent Bob game, and you're what the hell? Those are two white dudes.
Yeah, there's a couple of those. I think there's one that's out already that I briefly did check out, and it wasn't. I didn't care for it all that much.
More thematic,
but I think there's one that's a little bit more 16-bit style.
At the time.
That might be the one he's talking about, actually.
That culmination, and also to see, just in general,
I think Mall Brawl is the one that's out
that
now.
Some of us have had in the industry.
Some
of us have been in the industry and playing that game, the political game, for a while. But a lot of us haven't, and are making dope ass games, like Adam Kareem, right? He's in software, but this is really his first time in the business. So he's asking all these questions and stuff,
Yeah, and it just shows, that no matter what your background, where you from, hey, we are down to connect with you, to support you, and to promote you as much as we can. I will say, if we do another list, I now that the first list is out there and people kind of know about it and it has a little bit of attention, the other Black creators out there who that we aren't connected with, because we only know who we know. We want y'all to reach out to us and say, hey, what's up, and anything that we can do to help you, we want to do that. But this first list, it was really quick. We did this in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was really fast forwarded. So we just want to reach out to more people of all Black backgrounds, and kind of just make sure that we can support you the best we can.
Yeah, for sure. And we've shouted them out before, but I want to shout out Humble for helping.
Well, and that's the kind of thing, they were talking about this person makes a game that we're not expecting.
Humble,
It's
Kickstarter, Raw Fury.
Everyone gets this sort of
folks,
stereotype.
We wouldn't be able to,
these games are only
basically
for women,
fund
or
that whole thing. That whole
only
promotion,
these types of people will like this. No, not really. I mean,
and also, I'm one of the advisors on the Black.
Yeah, I like action and first-person shooters, but I like some chill games
I'm always
and
trying
puzzle
to
games and stuff too.
Yeah, I'm you know what I mean? I'm flexing right now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we would love to get in contact with more developers. We have, a Discord server that we're communicating on, and it's blowing up. I know it's blowing Neil up while he's working on his stuff. But we're just here really to help and boost the confidence and exposure for everyone. So yeah, it's been really dope.
Yeah, because we haven't really run into any problems. Everybody just been super chill, and we're just trying to keep that momentum going, because I think we all kind of know the situation we're in, where we're all the underdog, no matter where we are in the game industry. If you're
everybody's an underdog with all the games that are coming out now. I mean, it's hard to get noticed no matter who you are.
The streamers really supported us too when we kind of.
I mean, I'm learning about new stuff all the time. I'm oh, I didn't even know that was a thing, and it's out.
And if you didn't know about the list, now you know. So like, keep a lookout for the next one.
I mean, indie titles. There's.
I don't know when that's going to be. Whenever
it's really just democratized
do it
game
again,
development.
but
So many
probably
people
once a
have
year, but
access
maybe
to
we could do it
tools
twice
that
because there's some folks that we kind
tons
of
and
left
tons
out
of
there
stuff coming out,
dropping
like,
in
every day.
2021, 2022. So.
Yeah, that was the point I was making. Like, we did miss people, and it wasn't intentional. It was just like, you know, it was fast moving. We were trying to get this thing out, and we only know so many people. You know, we only got so many connections, but we wanted to expand that to like as many people as we can.
Yeah, for sure. So where can the folks find you, Neil?
Oh, you can find me at Ariel_Knight on Twitter and everywhere else.
Cool, man. Thanks for joining us, and make sure to check out Black Voice.
Cool.
You've been amazing. The Guerrilla Collective is dope. You put together this list. You did way more work than I did, but I just appreciate you, you know, taking like this idea and just running with it and doing your thing.
For sure. And we got the Black Voice in Gaming coming up pretty soon for the Guerrilla Collective, so make sure to check out that. I just wanted to make sure to talk to Neil, and it's been awesome. So I'll catch you later, man.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
I mean, it's so great to see some of the new titles, and also follow up with teams like Retro Ninja with their game Run Die Run Again, to see how their game is coming together.
Okay, Run Die Run Again. That's that one, that first-person platformer that
graphics.
I was commenting
El Paso
on.
Elsewhere and Run Die Run Again were both games from developers who were also included in Black Voice of Gaming.
It looks cool, but it looks like something I'd be terrible at.
The gaming stream was first started last year's Guerrilla Collective during the time of civil unrest. Check out the Black Voice in Gaming post show.
After the show?
Faux show.
Up next, we have a few exclusives on the RPG strategy side of town that will have you dungeon crawling and brawling.
So let's slash into those
depends.
pieces right
I like
now.
some RPGs, but some, you know, it depends on how much text and stuff there is.
Okay, people, listen up. Let me tell you about the guild where dungeoneers will be killed. A new volunteer, hello, 3 cheers. Oh, it's dungeoneer time. Look at these pitiful fools.
I like the Irish ditty thing they got going on here. Wow, very like almost like a hand-drawn art style. You got cards.
And just in case you're wondering, we want to be pillaging, we want to be plundering, we want to be dungeoneering.
I probably would be into these card systems more if they had like text-to-speech in them. Just because there's so much reading, and that's one of the hardest things to visually see and be fast enough at. It is a very unique art style. Very unique. Guild of... Oh, I've heard. That's out already, I think. Guild of Dungeoneering. I've heard of that, actually. Alright, world premiere. World premiere.
Once upon a time, our lands teemed with creatures great and small.
Okay.
The beauty of the worlds was unrivaled.
This is colorful.
The people thrived and lived in harmony with the land around them.
Looks almost like a painting. Watercolor or something. This looks...
But this harmony was not to last. Slowly, without much notice, the withering was creeping out from the darkness. Once it took hold, there was little that could be done. Our lands were overrun, and all that was cherished disappeared before us.
No real gameplay yet, so I'm not quite sure.
One young, brave soul stayed behind. With support from their friends and with boundless determination.
Show some gameplay. I want to know what this...
seeks out a way to push back the withering and bring life
Oh, there we
back
go.
to our
Oh,
world.
okay. Third person. Some chopping down some stuff. I would like to know more. What?
Grow. Song of the Evertree.
Okay. Hey, she actually said the title. I love that. The art style just makes me want to see what the gameplay is like, because I genuinely like the presentation of it. So this one.
Oh, Gothor! Medium plus demon of destruction! The gates have fallen! Heroes are rampaging the temple! We need a miracle! More blood? We could offer you many things. Gold, beasts, shows, or...
Okay, this is gonna be like some sort of like... Nice. Okay. Oh boy, yeah, there's a lot of small text. Oof. Legend of Keepers, Q3. I like
Once upon a time, 3 courageous tinkerers
I like the
lived
tone of it,
together
but
in the woods.
I have some visual
They
reservations on
settled
that.
and lived a wonderful life, building their home, went hunting and
overhead.
defied any weather, and explored distant lands in search of new resources and hidden treasures.
Welcome to Tinkertown. My name is Julian, and I'm with HeadUp, the publisher and developer behind this charming pixel sandbox RPG. Since Tinkertown went into early access last November 2020, we've continuously updated the game. We've added more customization options, new items, from weapons, housing, to
I wish it was a
decorations,
little more
farming,
zoomed in.
fishing,
Just a
cooking,
little bit.
as well as more game mechanics. And as we've been developing with you, the community, we've decided to give the next update some more awesome features you've been waiting for. So beware of the Desert Dungeon. The Desert Dungeon not only delivers new enemies, but with it, we've added behavior trees to all our NPCs, making them more aware of their surroundings and more challenging. Be cautious when entering the dungeon, as it is filled with new mechanics.
It's a
Most
trap.
prominent traps. Poisonous arrow traps and monster ambers are only a few of what is to come.
Okay, so it's like a
and
real-time
new,
hack and slashy
powerful
sort of
boss
Zelda-y.
awaiting you. The new patch will be available for you to play on June 16.
Okay.
See you.
I mean, it
in
looks neat.
Tinkertown.
I might have trouble seeing some of it.
We are the Zodiac Legion.
But
our enemies beset us on all sides. Once our knightly brotherhood
Okay, this
stood
is like
as a
some kind of
bulwark
hex-based,
against the
hexagon
forces of evil. But when the
based
stars
strategy
abandoned the world, we were left weak, divided,
isometric.
and lost. We could rely only on the strength of our arms.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
eternal
small
devotion
UI.
to our cause. But today, the tides of magic course through the land once again, and we are ready to reclaim our lost heritage. We have taken
Not
the
really
fight
my jam,
to the
but
enemy. Empowered by the Zodiac, our champions can bend the battlefield to their will, shattering the enemy's formations with magic and vanquishing their minions with righteous fury. We explore ancient ruins in search of forgotten artifacts to support our war effort, slaying the horrors that stand in our way. Yet some of these abominations may prove more than a match, and our brothers
I've just
may
never really
bear
got into
the
these,
ultimate
like,
sacrifice
grid-based,
to bring about
hex-based,
victory for the entire order.
kinda turn-based
the blood
games.
of the fallen shall inspire the rest of us to carry on. As we grow stronger in the ways of the Zodiac, we learn how to adapt our approach. The spirit of Taurus allows our warriors to break through stone, giving their comrades the opportunity to flank the enemy.
Looks
and
neat if you're
drive
into
a
that kind
salient
of
into their
if you're into this
defenses
kind of
in a
game, though.
single mighty charge. With the foe's shield wall in disarray, nothing can stop us from delivering the killing blow. But we won't win through bold deeds alone. We need to equip our champions for the many tasks that lie ahead and choose our battles wisely. The dungeons of our adversaries still hold our long-lost brothers, whose zeal could not be quenched even by death. We must rescue them and secure their escape by any means if we are to deliver them safely to our citadel, where their wisdom will drive our scholars towards new discoveries.
Yeah, there's a lot going on
The
here.
engines of war grind on through all the lands. The enemy seeks to flood us with even more misshapen monstrosities.
Not super
while
my
we
jam,
drown
but
them in a rain of fire. We are the Zodiac Legion. We are the light of hope, a glow in the dark of night. And we will not falter as long as the stars guide our blades.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I like the fact that they showed a lot of gameplay, so you can kind of see what the interfaces
so many great
are
games
like.
in every genre. I'm really happy to see the new ideas and remixes of styles come into the mix this summer.
Yeah, such dope stuff. Next up, we have a cornucopia of lighthearted and Twitch action games that will test your hand and eyeball coordination, have you competitive with your friends, and put a big smile on your face. Let's kick it.
Okay. Exclusive. Xbox, okay. Okay. Really bright colors. Almost looks like asteroids in a way. Ooh, some of these backgrounds though are a little bright. Some levels are okay, but some there's really low like this. I don't like the contrast on this level. Some of those would be this one's great, but I hope that there's some way to be like, nah, I don't want this bright colors. Oof, yeah, some of these are really tough on I like the idea of the gameplay. It looks kind of fun. I don't mind like a Geometry Wars Asteroids-esque shooter like this, but oof. Yeah, there's like about half and half. Some of these levels are just a little harsh on the eyes. Space Club. Okay. I like the idea, but some of those levels almost look really impossible to play. So we'll see. Okay. Anime style thing going on here. Just some text dialogue. Not quite sure what's going on. So you got these little like platforms or these little rafts in this little ocean thing here. Okay, the water dried up. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. No, I'm not too into that one. Okay, there's like white. It's really white, so it's kind of bright, but it almost looks like you're adding color to things. I'm not quite sure. I thought it was a thing where like you're trying to add color to the environment, but this is weird. Almost looks like just drawings, and then you're kind of zipping between points and... Okay, you're following a little path. I don't know what's going on in this game. it looks neat, but I could see myself kind of getting lost as far as like, what am I supposed to do here? Because everything is, you know, there's a whole bunch of lines essentially. Out now, okay. It's neat. Okay, that's actually a lot of. Oh, yeah. What is this? I think I remember seeing this on some other stream last year. This looks very familiar. I remember commenting on this. Yeah, I do sort of remember. What was this called? Okay. Out now? That's not what it's called, is it? Exclusive.
Hi, I'm Annika from Happy Broccoli Games. We're a small studio based in Berlin. We're a bunch of weird people making an even weirder game called Kraken Academy.
Huh.
It's a comedy high school adventure that is coming out later this year. You're the new kid at school who is tasked to save the school from doom and destruction by a huge magical kraken with big dad energy. This game is a love letter to 90s anime and Zelda Majora's Mask. So if you like any of those two things, you should definitely check it out.
It's like an overhead
super excited to show you today,
style
for the first
game.
time ever, our hand-animated trailer that we commissioned to showcase the game. Now, it's a really big deal for us to have such an awesome trailer, so I really hope you enjoy it. If you like what you see, don't forget to wishlist, it really helps us out. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, this is anime as hell, man. This is so anime. Kraken Academy. That's a great name for a game, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, text is decently large. It's not terrible. See, this is a perfect game where I would love to see like text-to-speech being supported for those types of dialogue boxes. Just, you know, if you're gonna, like, there's nothing wrong with like a 16-bit game. But I would love to just have this extra text-to-speech type of what is going on here? What is going on here? Okay. Chaos, pretty much. Oof, yeah. Yeah, this looks really tough to play. There's like tons of little dudes, and there's stuff just flying everywhere on the screen. This is kind of the problem I was talking about earlier with Smash Brothers. This seems like it would be a similar problem for me, is with all the chaos. It would be so easy to lose where my character is. Okay.
Kung Fu Kickball is a team-based fighting sports game where the best ball kicker wins. You gotta punch, kick, and headbutt your way across the field to smash the ball into your opponent's bell and rack up points. Hi there, I'm Jonah Wallerstein, the creator of Kung Fu Kickball, and I'm super excited to have my game included in the second annual Guerrilla Collective. The game has been in early access on Steam for a little over a month now, and we're just getting started. So today I'd like to announce a new character joining the ballgame.
Yeah, it's just...
That's right, Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, is ready to unleash his monkey-style kung fu on the playing field. He'll be available with our next update, landing at the end of the month, but you'll need to demonstrate your skills as a true kickball master to get him to join your roster.
Yeah, with the backgrounds and small characters, it's zooming in and out. Yeah, this looks really tough to play. I love the idea of it. Like, it's a side-scrolling, platformy kickball thing, but...
So look forward to challenging the Monkey King in a few weeks.
I mean, maybe if you had the ability to turn off the backgrounds or dim them, it might not be as bad. But, yeah, that looks like one that would be really tough for me to see to play well.
Hi everyone, my name is David Jimenez, Game Director at Duo Subscribe. I'm proud to introduce our new game, Eon Drive, a new chapter in the story of Jacqueline, our main heroine. Neon Drive is a stylish speedrunning platformer.
What do you say,
set on
Neon
the streets
Drive?
of Cyberpunk City near Barcelona. With it, we want to show you a bit of our city in a different light than you may be used to. In Neon Drive, you can rush your way through its areas solo or with 4 people in co-op.
I've heard
Neon
of
Drive
this
is coming out
game.
later this year for PC and all major consoles, with the help of our publishing partner, Critical Reflex. Please check out the new trailer for the game. We hope you like it.
Ooh, sorry guys. Yeah, I've definitely heard of this game.
30 seconds to find all the drive cores. No time to waste then.
Yeah, it's a little zoomed out, and with the bright bright backgrounds. Again, the ability to, if you have super busy backgrounds, having the ability to dim them a la Eagle Island or something like that. It looks neat, but
We're through.
I'm not quite sure how easy it would be for me to play it. I would like to give it a shot, but...
And now, a little something to whet your appetite.
Okay.
I can't even believe the type of game. It's just phenomenal.
Super dope.
Before we move on to the next segment, we want to say thanks to our broadcasting partners, Twitch, GameSpot, Valve, and IGN. Thank you so much for supporting and hosting the stream. We also want to thank all of our other sponsors here. They're coming up right now. They're so amazing. We love you guys so much. Over the year, we have seen some exciting releases from some of the most amazing developers that have blessed the Guerrilla Collective and other mix events, as well as the other events that have been popping up digitally all year.
Yes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them.
Next, we have a collection of action and exploratory adventure games that are going to tug on your heartstrings, Justin.
They are definitely making me pitter-patter.
They will. And we'll also check out a couple of updates on some award-winning games that are soon to become contemporary classics.
Let's do this.
All right.
Imagine that humanity, in its ceaseless quest to ravage the planet, has driven even one of the most adaptable creatures in the animal kingdom, the fox, to extinction. As the last fox on Earth, you're fighting for survival in search of the rare sources of food left in this dying world. But you're not searching food just for yourself alone. Your clumsy cubs are eagerly waiting for your return and the safety of your shelter.
Well, then you're not the last fox
Until
on
that
Earth. You have
fateful
cubs.
day when something or someone takes one of your young foxes.
Uh-oh.
The loss of a youngling
It's
is a
on now.
heartbreaking, gut-wrenching moment. But as long as there's hope, the vixen will try everything to get it back.
Another real
This
painting
is where your keen
style,
sense of smell comes in handy.
art style.
You can sense the smell of your cub and can even sense some traces left behind. Dropped objects tell you the story of what happened at these locations. Your sensing skills are also very useful to find prey, as animals also leave a trace you can smell and follow. And you will need that skill, because your other cubs still need your attention. As they grow up, they will leave the shelter and accompany you on your nightly adventures.
Neat animation, just really kind of a
They
neat
are new to
style.
this
It's
world, so keep the little ones close and safe.
looks like kind of a
Over time, they will
2D
learn essential life skills and can do their part for the survival of the group.
side-scrolling. Okay, yep. Get them up in the tree. Huh. I mean, it's 3D environments, but it almost looks like you're on like
Nights
a
are dangerous
2D
enough when
plane.
perilous traps and other predators threaten your cubs.
Okay.
But during the day, the most dangerous predators of them all start roaming the world.
Man.
Humans.
Yep. Told you.
It's your job to guide your vulnerable cubs safely through the dystopian future of an exploited Earth. On your journey to the last safe haven, you must overcome all the dangers that lie ahead.
This does look kind of neat, actually.
Survive. This is Endling.
Huh. Kind of a beautiful looking game. Endling. That looks kind of neat.
Hi all, I'm Michelle, the game director of Beasts of Maravilla Island, a 3D adventure game about discovering extraordinary creatures, learning their behaviors, and most importantly, photographing their majesty. Today I'm going to show off some content from a zone we haven't shared much gameplay of before, the Glimmering River. This luminous locale is home to a number of unique beasts, from mushroom frogs to bats with butterfly wings to mischievous otter crocodiles that love to play. Each of these critters has a unique reaction to Marina. We can't wait for you to find and photograph them all. The Glimmering River features puzzles where you must cooperate with the animals in the area in order to progress.
There's
For
a lot of
example,
bright
using the
glowiness
Mardian-scaled
going on
otter,
here.
or as we like to call him, the otter dials, playful spit behavior to grow flowers that'll take you up to new areas. One of our favorite parts of the Glimmering River is a game of fetch that you get to play with the otter dial. If you wait for just the right moment, you can catch a shot of him doing an impressive backflip before diving down into the water to fetch his toy. This is one of the many opportunities to engage with creatures in meaningful and non-violent ways in store for you on Maravilla Island. Beasts of Maravilla Island is coming soon to Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC. We're so excited to see the amazing photos that you take.
It looks neat, you know, but again, there's so much, there's like this bloom effect that is just almost sort of makes some of the stuff a little bit tricky to see. It could be a good relaxing chill game. And what is this? Yeah, a lot of these games have this sort of like painting art style, which I don't mind. Like I said, photorealism is cool for some stuff, but I will take a genuinely neat looking art style over photorealism any day. You know, I love animation. I love this. This looks really nice too. That kind of almost reminds me of like has this Journey vibe to it. I'm not quite sure what is all going on, but it's a third-person something or other. You've been collecting little like shinies here and there, it looks like. Got some birds. I'm not quite sure what is going on, but Omno? Okay. Some text dialogue. Yeah, that little that's just dialogue advancing. I don't know. Isometric walking around the world. God, they're zipping pretty fast. It's a modern day environment, you know, but I don't know, I'm not kind of digging the not really digging that too much. But kind of a stylish looking game. Alright, switching PC.
Hi, my name is Eleanor, and I voice the sister in The Lightbringer. Today I'm giving you a quick deep dive into the game to take a closer look at the gameplay. The Lightbringer is a poetic adventure platformer with a heartfelt narrative presented entirely in verse. The world has been claimed by vile corruption, filling it with vicious, slimy beings. Your sister set out on a journey to rid the world of these evil entities, but somewhere along her journey, she vanished under unknown circumstances. Now the task of saving the world has fallen upon you. Guided by your sister's spirit, you aim to succeed where she could not. The goal of each level is to reach a monolith, and cleanse it from the corruption that has taken control of it. You do this by collecting power in the form of light motes that are spread throughout the level.
I like the
often
art
cleverly
style.
hidden outside a beaten path. Best keep your eyes peeled. Your
Reminds
journey
me
will
of
take
that.
you through tropical islands, icy tundras, dark dungeons,
that
and
ice,
mountaintops high
or
above
not
the
ice,
clouds,
that
all with their own
isometric
unique
game
mechanics. Each level works as
that
its
was
own
on
little
iOS.
world,
It got really
filled with platforming
popular for a
challenges,
while.
puzzles, and enemies.
I think it's on other platforms now too, but
Speaking
I
of
can't
enemies,
think of the name.
you'll often find yourself fighting the corruption, both smaller enemies as well as large sentinels
Yeah,
brought
little
to life by the
slimes.
corruption. These encounters
This
will
looks
test
alright.
both your skill and determination, and they will not give up without a fight. We hope you have enjoyed this quick presentation, and we look forward to showing you more this summer. As
Okay.
for the game's release date, it'll be out when it's out.
Yeah, fair enough. It looks alright. I would give that a shot. Okay,
Hi
something
everyone, I'm Josué Monchan. I'm narrative designer on Vertigo at Pendulum Studios.
Yeah, Vertigo.
is a narrative and adventure game freely inspired by the movie masterpiece directed by Alfred Hitchcock. The main themes of the game are roughly the same ones that appear in the movie.
I have not seen that.
Madness, manipulation, identity, and the confusion between imagination, dreams, memory, and reality. We've used a lot of Hitchcock's storytelling techniques, from his special use of suspense, the focus on the psychological side of action, his marriage,
That's a classic
depiction
camera
of
angle
reality,
up on the stairs
and of course,
there.
the MacGuffin. We've also been studying Hitchcock's camera work, subjective shots, his use of detail shots, and even the dolly zoom effect, also known as vertigo effect. In the movie, the spectator always knows more than the main character. You have to translate that into the game, let the player know more than the actual character that they are controlling.
I'm not quite sure what the... They showed a lot of neat looking environments and stuff, but I'm curious what form the gameplay takes. It looks neat. This is another exclusive, world exclusive. Not quite sure what's going on here. Definitely moody. Zooming out into all that out of somebody's eye, some dude's eye. Oh, that's Vertigo. Okay. Huh. Alrighty.
Amazing.
Amazing games. Of course, it's pitter patter on my heart. It's just every time I'm like, feel like I'm getting a shot of adrenaline. Those are some awesome, maybe that's not adrenaline, but those are some awesome games. Next up, our friends at Neon Doctrine, formerly another indie, have joined us to show some of their amazing titles.
Let's check it out.
Now.
Okay. Some person, yeah, just staring into their face. Okay. Neon, what? Neon something. It kept
Hey
janking
everyone,
out
we
there.
are Neon Doctrine, purveyors
Neon
of
Doctrine.
exquisite games from around the world. We hope you enjoy this showcase of our upcoming titles. Neon Doctrine is proud to be based in the city of Taipei, so it brings us great pleasure to introduce you to the legend of Tianding. Set in Taipei and featuring Taiwan's most famous folk hero, we cannot wait for you to see the place we love and experience an interesting piece of local history.
Product not yet rated.
Okay. Bunch of comic book style panels. Oh wow, neat art style. Wow, this looks crazy. It's like a 2D hack and slash, but it's a different art style, but it's almost like a Comic Zone sort of vibe. It's really hand-drawn, comic booky art, got a tornado. If this has English voice acting, it's probably not going to be in English since it's this Chinese thing, but the gameplay looks just fast and kind of impactful. That's worth looking at anyway. Again, you know, I'm not some of the environments I'm seeing. Some of it doesn't look too bad, but some of it is like things don't stand out against the background super well. So some of the environments might be a little bit tricky to navigate. But Tian Ding, I think I'm butchering that, I'm sure.
From the Far East to the countryside of New England, we'd like to welcome you to Grow Hill Manor, where the science of the 19th century meets unspeakable ancient horror. Don't get lost now. You'll never know what you'll see if you open the wrong door. Without further ado, Lamentum awaits.
Lamentum. Is this going to be first person? And okay. Well, it's a cool looking manor. Okay, nope, overhead. Kind of your Zelda-esque. Okay. Okay sized text in the dialogue boxes. Yeah, okay, so we're walking around the mansion, or manor. Oh, okay, we got some nasty looking beasties. Looks like it's real-time combat, I think. Huh. Well, I don't know. It would be one that I would have to maybe see a review, or, you know, a little more just prolonged gameplay footage instead of these quick cuts. But it looks, I mean, there's some really gnarly looking creatures in here that you're fighting. There's like spiders and tentacle monster things and all kinds of weird stuff we're seeing. Huh.
Marriage, love, and devotion can lead to acts of personal sacrifice. But for my lovely wife's hero, these noble acts are twisted into acts of depravity. Would you be willing to betray and murder those who trust you in order to save your true love? How far would you go to bring back your lovely wife?
Okay. So what kind of game is this going to be? A lot of text. Just a lot of text, and almost looks like a visual novel of some kind, or like one of those interactive novels or something. I'm not quite sure what the gameplay is. I kind of wish there was like voice acting instead of just a bunch of gasps. I mean, it's kind of like what Nintendo does with Zelda. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Because all you hear is all these grunts and... Okay. Interesting imagery. Oh god, that is some stylish text. That is, so what? That top...
free-to-play multiplayer PvP shoot-'em-up Retrograde Arena is available now on Nintendo Switch. And the best part, it's free.
Oh. Oh, is this the 2D shooter that you played in reverse? I think I played the demo of this on Steam way back, and I sucked at it. I think there are a few accessibility features in
We
it.
have a friend we would like to introduce you to, and I think it's best if he speaks for himself.
Hello, my name is Jacob Jazz. Hello, my name is Jacob Jazz, and I come here to tell you a story. This is the story of a pizza dude. That's what nobody ever knew, is that he was already dead when he died. He was dead when he died. When he died.
What in the hell is going on here, man?
And Cannibals was dead when he died. When he died. Hello, my name is Jacob Jazz.
I don't.
The dinosaurs are real when he died. Published by Neon Doctrine and developed by one single person.
Wow, this looks like some kind of fever dream.
Next 2022 when he died. A first-person murder adventure game set on the Bayonets Mausoleum universe, part of the Jacob Jazz trilogy. Welcome to the most infamous dinners of all.
That's one of the Microsoft voices, I think. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Wow. Something about a first-person.
As much as we, well, me,
wow.
enjoyed introducing them. You
That
can head over to our
was,
Discord or Guilded to talk to us.
It did its
developers
job. It
who
made
work
me
with us
curious.
in our amazing community. But wait.
Wow, that was
what's
strange.
This? We have a sneak peek of an unannounced title. I'm very happy to present to you Project Althea.
Okay. I'm still pondering over that last game, that weird singing text-to-speech voice that I had no clue what the hell was going on in that trailer. Okay.
Thank you so much to all the developers and to you for tuning in.
I don't
and make sure to
quite
check out
know
the
what we
Steam
just saw
Guerrilla
there.
Collective event page and wishlist some of these games.
Yeah, definitely support the developers. For our first day's finale, we are going to be traveling to the east to connect with our friends at Bit Summit, who will be showing some of the most inventive and interesting games coming out of Japan.
Okay.
Let's get it.
All right, finale. And you guys, if anyone's in chat, feel free to say hi or, anything like that. Do you want me to stick around for their post-show, the Black Crater Showcase? Maybe we'll see more of those games in that sizzle reel. Okay. Oh boy, some of these, a lot of what we're seeing here, I'm not sure what this is, but it is very, it's a neat art style, but it's very hard for me to really see the details in these. There's a lot of drawings, and it's like a notebook come to life. It's cool, but yeah, that's tricky. That would be probably really hard for me to play. Okay, first-person grid-based dungeon crawler is what I'm immediately getting out of this. Kind of got this animated art style look to it. Okay, so isometric battle, turn-based battle with numbers and stuff. Huh. Okay, well, I was trying to look at that interface. The text is fairly, it's good contrast, but again, everything is zipping by so fast that I can't really. Okay, whoa, what is this now? Again, everything is just super fast. Just wow. Okay. I don't even know what we were looking at there. That one just went so fast. Got now this one. We got an overhead kind of forest. Oh, golf. Okay. Or it looked like golf almost. Like they were. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Yeah. Sailing. Okay, fishing or so. What is this? Coming 2021. So maybe it looks almost like a Harvest Moon sort of thing. I don't know what this is. RPG golf legend something. Okay. Ooh, third person, really anime looking. I think this is. The way that they're cutting back or the way that they're doing like this, like pause cuts. I think it's real-time hack and slash, but it could be. I don't know if it's like turn-based, but no, it's got to be. I think it's real-time. Wow. Very cool art style, though. Really almost like, again, hand-drawn look to it. Like, I'm not super confident on describing exact art styles, but it is definitely... Huh, wow. Okay, what? VA, okay. Yeesh. Everything goes so quick, and there's a lot of Japanese in. Okay, oh, they're very. Okay, I don't know how to say that.
But Whitewater Wipeout is a surfing game for the play date that pays homage to the classic California games. Plus, it's made by our boss and legend.
Oh, there's supposed to be.
I'm current CEO Giles Goddard.
There's supposed to be an event for this sometime next week.
Dang it.
That thing, Playdate is just bizarre. Like, in a good way. Like, it's just a simple, portable gaming device, but... Okay, well, now we're on to something else. Third person, we got some platformy stuff. I don't really know what's going on here. There's just a bunch of crazy particle effects going on, and text. Very bright, that's for sure. Very colorful. Gold. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on in this one. Okie dokie. Got some good energetic music going on here. Okay, wow. There's just pure chaos on the screen right now. Words in the middle that are kind of making it hard to, like, there's just kind of bad contrast here. Okay, I didn't even get to... What is going on? You got to get rid of some of the... Okay, what is going on here? It's some kind of action-y... like fighting thing, but you're in mid-air, it looks like. I don't know what I'm watching here. This is just anime extreme. Huh. Excuse me for a moment. Some water here. Eat for everyone.
Creates and Sunsoft present the final piece of a trilogy.
Oh, Blaster Master. Oh, I have not beaten any of them yet.
Embarks on a brand new adventure.
Sophia the Third.
The side view and top-down action is more intense than ever before.
God, I love the Sunsoft 8-bit music
Jason's third
style.
battle against mutant kind is about to begin. What new threats await him in a new dimension?
Blaster Man. Oh yeah, okay, yep. Driving on the ceiling, yep.
The pinnacle of mutant blasting action is here. Blaster Master 03. A new chapter in Blaster Master
okay, July
history
29th.
unfolds. July 29th, 2021.
Huh.
Inti creates.
I played a bit of the first one, and it was hard. Harder than I expected it would be. And I can't remember if I picked up the second one or if it's on my wish list so far, but... Okay, this is definitely some crazy anime hack and slash. There's a lot of chaos going on here too, again. Just amp everything up to 11, make it all shiny, make sparks and particles fly everywhere.
Azure Striker Gunvolt 3.
Okay, yeah, what he said. Coming 2022. Okay.
That was super cool. Bit Summit is awesome. Can't wait to go back to Kyoto to experience it when we can.
Amazing. Yeah, that was the best. I think if you get a chance to go to Bit Summit, do it. Take it. It's amazing.
Yeah, shout out to them.
There's a lot of
showing their games on this show.
stuff here that I have to parse because I didn't get to see a lot of those titles
We're gonna shout them out here
of
once
games,
again.
but
PlayStation, Xbox, Kickstarter, Razer, Astro Gaming, our fellow devs and publishers, 2 Awesome Studio, Akupara Games, All In Games, Good Shepherd, Humble Games, Goblin Studios, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Raw Fury, Tiny Build, Thunderful, and Whitethorn Games.
Jeez.
Yes. And be sure to check out the Guerrilla Collective event page on Steam. Where you can
I
learn
will
more
absolutely
about
be doing
games,
that.
Wishlist those games, buy the games that are available now.
Yeah.
Check it out. Wishlists help, so do it.
Do it. Definitely support them. Thanks to Wilmer Sound.
Sir,
You've
definitely
been
be
awesome
checking that out.
for opening up your space.
Yes, I'm so happy to open my space to you.
Always, I love being in your space. Thanks to the Mix team, AV Society, Timmy, Abe, Fully Illustrated, everybody who's contributed on this stream. That wraps up day 1 of Guerrilla Collective 2. Coming up next is our next installment of Black Voice in Gaming, where Alfonso Hooker will be joining me for some interviews and exclusive gameplay sessions with some amazing devs and their dope games. Be sure to stay tuned at the same time next Saturday at 8 a.m. PST, 5 p.m. CET, where the Guerrilla Collective gaming greatness will continue, along with the spotlight on uplifting and thoughtful indie games in Wholesome Direct. We're going to take a quick break and come back with some more Guerrilla Collective with Black Voice in Gaming next. See you soon.
I don't know how long that's going to be. Is that going to be like another hour-long thing? Oh, this one was actually about an hour and a half. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to see if anyone's in the actual chat. If you want me to stick around for that, I can. I might really quickly, since there is a break, I might make a quick pit stop myself and just let you listen to the tunes for a moment or two, but if you want me to continue, just checking something on my phone here. Yeah.
Oh Lord, we are
Oh, okay,
back
wow, okay,
early.
they're just,
You know, Black Voices in Gaming hasn't started yet. I am here with my friend Alfonso Hooker.
Alright, I'll let you listen to
Alfonso
these
Hooker.
guys. I gotta make a really quick
Anyway,
pit stop. I
yeah,
will be
Black
back
Voices
in
in
just a few
Gaming is coming up
seconds.
next, but we're going to shoot you with a blast from the past from last year's Guerrilla Collective with Wilbert Roget's amazing interview. And then stay tuned after that for the Black Voices in Gaming from Guerrilla Collect 2. We'll see you in a bit. Will is an amazing composer. He worked on Mortal Kombat. I like how I have a shitty Dixie, like a shitty cup. I believe the sound design and the music for that. I talked a bit about him. Talked with him a little bit about that before, and he also is composing and doing the audio design for a game, Anew, which is it's an independent game. It's really awesome. Worked on Crystal Dynamics, on Tomb Raider, I believe, and some other projects. So it'll be awesome to talk with him and also showcase Anew. So let's roll to the trailer. Try to cue one up right now. Just check it out. Test it. I'm gonna clean this off.
All right, sorry guys, I am back.
That's it.
So what did we miss?
Just the back.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, you can't use Clorox on screens, homie. Man, come on.
Look, oh, are they just commenting over the trailers themselves?
Wait, what happened?
I mean, I don't want to be commenting over commenters, so if that's what this will be, we might wrap it up. I'll give it a couple more minutes here and just to see. But if they have them talking and then me talking over them, that's just a lot of layers of stuff that... This looks interesting, though. It's like this 2D, you're almost like on these planetoid, you're jumping from like planet to planet, shooting dudes. This looks almost bullet hell-ish. It looks interesting. It looks like something that I would absolutely be terrible at, but it looks neat. I'll definitely give it that. There's just some nice glowy effects on some of the like bullets, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, this environment again. Toning down some of the backgrounds. Like, this isn't bad. Yeah, this looks like it's one of those insanely difficult games that I would probably like to watch, but I'm not so sure about playing because I think I would do absolutely terrible at it. Oh yeah, oh, you got a big laser. Yeah, that guy is serious. Huh. Okay. Sorry. Something in my throat lately here. Several minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty extended look. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks like a really neat game, but it just looks like something that I would be just bad at.
The
side Lessone is now hosting you.
Oh, thank you.
So that was the dope trailer from Anu.
Okay,
the
that's how
game
you say it.
Is sick. We first.
Thanks for the host.
Witnessed the game.
We're just kind of finishing up the Guerrilla Collective show. We got the Black Voices in Gaming kind of post show that we're just taking a quick look at.
And then
see what kind of game announcements we get.
And then the next time I saw it was at the Mix.
Pre-E3 stuff.
Where it was being showcased in LA for E3. And I met Will for the first time and the rest of the team. So we got Will on the line. What is happening, Will?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Okay, cool. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, cool. I can hear
you.
you.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Awesome.
The story of the last year. Can you hear me? Is this on?
Yeah, it's great to see you.
It's just
too.
always the
you
thing.
know, unfortunately, obviously, E3 and GDC couldn't happen this year. But again, thank you so much for having us on this program.
Yeah, for sure. And guess where we're at? Where you're on the podcast. So we're in Wilmer Sound Studios. We set everything up here, the whole situation. So we have a proper studio, sound studio and everything. And I met Will and actually had an engaging conversation for the first time here.
So I don't know if this is going to be more.
So it's great to have you back and talk to you.
Just really extended talking. If it's going to be a lot of extended talking
in the game space, I did not know the wealth of experience you had. So. Can you tell?
I don't want to talk over them all the time, so I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
How long?
I specialize in game music. Just sorry to make a brief.
We'll see what this is like.
Correction, but I don't.
I definitely want to,
sound
share.
For games, I just focus on the music.
Oh, sorry about that.
So, no worries. So,
because when I saw that some of the games that were in the original showcase, some of them looked really, really cool. I was hoping that they would show a little bit more than just the sizzle reel.
I started to write original scores for Star Wars games like The Old Republic, the MMO, as well as Star Wars First Assault and Monkey Island 2 Special Edition. And then after LucasArts ended, I started my independent career as a music composer. And that's when I did Lara Croft's Temple of Osiris, Dead Island 2, and eventually Call of Duty World War II, Mortal Kombat 11, Star Wars Vader Immortal.
Oh wow, a lot of games in there.
And
that's kind of
that's super dope.
Vader Immortal was pretty cool.
It's really cool to see that
VR
you're doing
experience.
That
I showed the first one a little
like
bit.
We were talking about before.
But
when I
did play through all
to
3
see
episodes.
Another black developer or someone in games, it's like an immediate connection, just because there's so few of us. It's awesome. Also, I was geeking out about Mortal Kombat at the time when I
MK11 man,
so
pretty good.
And to know that you were like a part of that.
That story is
process
absolutely
was really
crazy.
great. And then to make the connection that you're also doing things independently, that's amazing as well. So yeah, we have a new here. We're gonna play the game. This dude's gonna drive. Let's.
Okay, some hands-on. Okay, so they're gonna show us a little bit of.
So can you tell us how you got locked into Anu? How did you
okay, yeah, this is still that
jump into this game into the team?
Yeah, it's interesting. This
2D
was
platformer. Like I said, yeah, some of the backgrounds.
2014, maybe early 2015, that I started on this project. And
a little bit tough to see, especially with that steam coming out there.
Before I start, this game is made by only 2 people. It's really weird to say who does what, because literally it's 2 people making the whole game. Steve Copeland and
it's amazing what 1 or 2 people can do these days with the tools that are out there.
He played Lara Croft's Temple of Osiris, and I guess he liked the music, and so he reached out to me, and he showed me just a brief visual demo of it's kind of like a look development thing where they were showing some of the day-night cycle in the first level. And I just thought it was so gorgeous. And, I'd worked on...
It is a good-looking game. There's a lot of bloom lighting.
Titles for quite some time, but I really wanted some sort of an indie project that was more focused on making kind of a very artistic statement, if that makes sense. Not needing to be big, but instead very focused and personal, I guess, is the way I want to put it.
Yeah, their audio mixing is a
And
little
this
bit
is
off,
exactly
but
it. And
that's
I
all right.
feel so lucky that it almost kind of fell into my lap just like that. The art style is something I've never seen before. And just the way that they work and the
wall jumping,
the direction that they gave me was so radically different from anything I'd ever seen. Normally you start a game and maybe you'll get some reference tracks, and they're usually from like film scores or sometimes even other game scores, and it's like, this is what we want. Well, in this case,
yeah,
all
this
the
it's a
reference I
neat
got
art
was,
style, but
20th century
it's
art music. It was modern art music rather than any kind of scoring. They were
I wonder
Bartok
how
and John Adams and Debussy and Bartok and all these interesting 20th century composers.
I wonder
and so what I did
how
was
easy
I wrote,
this game is really going to be to see with all of its kind of shininess going
also
on here.
incorporating a lot of like 60s mode style synthesizer and things like that, to just get a unusual sound that's quite alien and quite foreign, but also makes sense.
I don't know what it is.
internally.
Some
Like you can see,
dust
especially
thing
once
caught
you,
in my throat, and it just
I believe
won't
this
leave.
demo
I tried
eventually
taking
gets to some of the
a
alien
drink of
concepts.
water, and
you can see that this is a civilization that you've landed in, and it's real, it's developed, but it's just so radically different from anything on Earth. And I wanted to evoke that with the music.
That's really cool. Yeah, I was playing the last couple of days, and like what you're saying about the art style and
it's
the
like kind of a
presentation
bunch
is
of
something
puzzle
that
stuff going on
I
in here
haven't
too.
seen before. It feels like a mixed medium art piece, right? You have these like textured layers that look like paper, right? The foreground and the background, but then you have these 3D elements, and everything is tied together so well that when you
okay, now we're going up back to the Steam area.
It does feel like a foreign place in a surreal type of way, which I definitely respect. So that's interesting how you came about that. Can you tell us a little bit about like how you get started as far as like, so you talked about like the reference that you use and what they've kind of talked about the textures that they want in the music, but how do you get started as far as like with composition?
Yeah,
He's trying to move that thing to
first,
get what's
by the
on
way,
that
if you wanna get
pedestal
out of this
there.
ship, I
Not
think you go
quite
up
sure
and
what
to
he's
the left,
doing.
and then you're trying to get down. So there's like a chute that you go down to get to the next level.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, he's like, what do I do here?
Gameplay, so it's big on exploration. It's not super easy to. I think you go down this elevator.
Down right there. Yeah.
But as far as my process, I'm quite old-fashioned. In fact, you can almost see here. I always start with scoring on paper. For me, that just lets me be freely creative. I don't have to worry about the technicalities of working on a PC
A little bit of a
right away.
a little bit of a new style here.
Like that, just being
Or same
really
style,
creative
but
and not having to worry about the reality of how is this all going to come together.
Yeah, this background.
Then I go.
This game does look a little bit harder to play
And once that's
visually,
all
just
finished,
because
and I
there's
have
so
approval
much going
from the
on
developers, that's when I seek out the
in the background.
musicians to perform their
That
Oh, okay. So you're working with live musicians.
quite frequently. Yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to do that.
That is
Oh,
awesome.
weird.
Is that how you approach?
I was
most,
wondering what was going on with the
of your
music there.
compositions is live. I see a guitar in the background too. So you must be picking up. Because I think you told us about this before. You play mad instruments. Like you play a ton of different instruments, right?
certainly artistic. I'll definitely give him that.
I apologize for what's about to happen. I have a whole raft of
Wow.
Man, you can't even see, but like
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm mostly a flautist. In fact, that's me playing right now. But I tried to work with other musicians as much as possible, and in fact, I try to specifically
There you go.
write
Jump up
parts
into the right.
for the players, in particular, that I plan to hire later on. Just kind of playing to their strengths and what I know that
There
they
you
enjoy,
go.
what I hope that they'll enjoy performing.
Some kind of portal.
Because that's again kind of a more old school, traditional way of thinking about music. I'm not super keen on the modern MIDI based.
All right, some kind of a new weapon.
I'd
It
much
looks
rather
like.
work with people. That's just a lot more satisfying to me personally.
Totally.
Ooh, something's angry.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Well, I mean, it's very inspiring what you do and how you work and stuff. Do you have any advice for young composers getting into the game and you know, who are interested in making this happen but may have been struggling, you know, to
very unique looking game. Like this background wouldn't be too bad to play against. Like I can actually see the enemies stand out against the background. See, this is decent because you have the muted background. Okay, you got to slide under that. Yep, wall jump up there. Looks like
creation of these scores.
Come on, what are you doing there, dude?
With other musicians. Maybe they're
okay, you can. Okay, he already could do that. Okay, I wonder if you can. You okay? Yep, you can rub the steam up
on your scores and whatnot.
Okay.
And now suddenly your music sounds way better than your competition, who's just using these MIDI, you know, fake versions of the same thing. You have the real musicians performing.
It's a really neat looking game. This level in particular, I really kind of like. I'm digging the look of it, and like I said, for the most part, it's easier to see. This part in the waterfall maybe a little bit trickier, but this dark background I generally like because
5-10 years later even.
There's actually contrast against the background.
My first gig at LucasArts, I got that because I was before that working on a bunch of
Shoot him.
And
there you go.
I worked with the sound designer who eventually got hired at LucasArts, and then
not dead
they
yet,
were hired
apparently.
the music editor. They were like, "Why not hire that Will Roger guy?" And these things kind of just snowballed over time, and one gig kind of led to another. Not because of that gig in particular, but because of the people that I encountered.
He died.
That is totally true. I've found that exactly the same. Like when you're starting out, you're grinding, you're just trying to make things happen, and you're meeting all these cool people and being nice to them and formulating these friendships and just like naturally being interested in what they do. And
we'll see what happens after this. I mean, like I said, there's so much of them talking.
Allowed me personally.
That I'll finish this segment and we'll see what kind of happens next. But we might wrap it up because I don't want to always talk over their conversation.
You know, we work together or something like that, or someone sees this stream or something like that. So yeah, but thank you so much for hopping on. I hope that we can connect in the future. That was a new Distance Light, right? Distant Light.
A new Distant Light.
The Distant Light. Amazing. I didn't even realize that you played the flute in that particular point in the game. That's and I didn't realize it was all live either.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have muted this background music and put more of the game audio in, because they put it on a little bit, but it was just more of this general like smooth jazz thing going on we got here.
But check it out. It's coming out soon. So, this dude's still playing. Like.
That's it. I can't put this down. I can't put this down. Okay. All right.
But yeah, we'll hit you up soon. Anew.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen next year. If there's going to be a lot more conversations, we'll probably wrap it up. Especially since my throat is kind of being cantankerous at the moment as well. Trying to clear something out of my throat here, but. Okay, yep, Black Voices in gaming. Okay. Oh, okay, starting soon. That wasn't even... Yeah, you know what? Definitely check out blackvoicesingaming.com. I don't know, like I said, it sounds like they're going to do more of this conversational, like, deep dive stuff. So I think we're going to wrap it up here. If I knew that it was going to be just showing like more trailers and stuff, I would definitely tune in. But like that last section, we were talking over their conversation a little bit. And so like if I'm talking over a trailer or, you know, trying to comment on little overviews and things, that's one thing. But like, you know, like interviews and stuff like that, I don't want to step on their feet. It's not that I don't want to cover the Black Voices in gaming. Like I said, I love that we're, like I said, with these indie games, I'm glad that we're seeing more Black voices in gaming, women in gaming, people with disabilities. We got all this accessibility stuff happening. You know, we're even in that last segment where we were looking at, or the original Guerrilla Collective stuff, you know, we were seeing some really neat things out of China and, you know, stuff that isn't developed necessarily for Western audiences. You know, like, oh, we're going to do focus on this area in China, or we're going to focus on some folklore from a certain region or whatever, so that stuff is cool. But I think that's where we are going to wrap up the stream. There were a lot of cool games. Like, if I had another keyboard or had another laptop sitting next to me or something, I'd be hammering down just a list of games that I'm like, yeah, I got to add that and that and that to my wish list, because there were a good few Metroidvania titles that looked pretty interesting. There was that that first-person shooter that they were talking about, Half-Life, and that I forget what it was called. I'll have to go back and look, but Industria, that looked intriguing. Q3 this year supposedly. Just some of those action games, a couple of those slower exploration games. That Fox one, that looked kind of neat, where you're protecting your cubs, and kind of had that 2D, really kind of bright art style to it. But yeah, there was, there was a couple of those 2D-esque brawler sort of things that were going on in there. There was just a good variety. First person, third person, platformer, RPG, got some tactic stuff. If you're into that, that's not really, again, my thing, but a good representation of just a lot of different creators, and it's good to see. These are the these are the type of titles that are probably going to be overlooked in your typical E3 showcase. At best, you're going to get a couple sizzle reels from Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo, to cover, just this type of game. Give them 30 seconds to 2 minutes, something like that, for an extended gameplay trailer. So I'm glad that there are events like this to kind of showcase some of those, because again, these indie games there's some really cool stuff happening. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. I don't think there's anything tomorrow, but Monday is WWDC. I'm not going to stream that live. I'll pay attention to the keynote, but I'll probably, whatever the next show is that we cover, which might be like I said, I'm not going to be able to cover it live because I'm going to be at the XR Access Symposium on Thursday, pretty much of the day. So I want to say that the Summer of Gaming Fest kicks off at like 1 p.m. my time, so I'm not going to be able to catch it live. But I'm going to try, and once it's archived, I will watch that fresh, and just give my initial reaction, watch it live for the first time. So before I do that, if I do another stream with that, or whether I just record the video and then upload it directly to YouTube, I haven't decided. I might do either one. But before I cover that, I will probably take a few minutes and chat a little bit about if there's anything interesting that I saw at WWDC, because I know we have a lot of people who are interested in iOS and iPad and Apple Watch and things like that. I mean, some of my biggest videos on the Illegally Cited channel are some of the iOS apps and games. So I will definitely talk a little bit about that in a future video. But in the next couple of weeks, especially mid to late next week, we are going to be rolling with quite a few more gaming and tech-related streams. So look forward to that. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. I will tell you roughly when I'm about to go live for one of these things. And I announce my videos and stuff there, and retweet and post things, and just give my thoughts on a few things here and there. So follow me there on Twitter. Again, you can follow me if you're watching this archive. You can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/illegally-cited. Thank you for the host, by the way. Much appreciated. You can follow me, illegally-cited.com. I know I've been saying this forever, but I really, really need to do something more with that website, because it is really basic and kind of pathetic in a way. But you can follow me there. And of course, youtube.com/illegally cited. That is my primary domain. And that is where I do a lot of my stuff, Monday, Wednesdays, Saturdays. So I just had a video posted today. If you're into word games, accessible word games for iOS, check that out. I've got my stream archive that I did for Lost in Blindness about a week or two ago. So, check that out. My Global Accessibility Awareness Day, Technology Showcase sort of a thing. A lot of good stuff there. So follow all those places, and hope you guys enjoyed the stream and the video. And until next time, I will chat with you guys again next time. Later.